Hey guys, welcome to Pippin and Dippin's YouTube channel. I'm Joe Von Grigson, and we are so excited that you are here. I'm here with my partner in crime, Hunter, the Pip Hunter Burkett. And today, as always, we have tons of value to give you. But before we do that, if it's your first time here, welcome, congratulations. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, it's somewhere here, and hit the bell button as well, so you get notified anytime we have a new video that updates. Check out our YouTube channel. We've got tons of other video there. We are market maker traders. All of our content revolves around market maker as a foundational piece of our trading strategies. All right. So without further ado, today we're going to talk to you about something that we actually had a request last week from somebody that commented on one of our videos. So I would highly recommend that if you have a question or you'd like us to record another video about something you'd like to get more information on, put it in the comments below, as well as the statement that you said, I subscribed. We like to pick out, from time to time, we'll pick out somebody and send them a nice gift. Other than that, that's how we came up with today's video, which is more about trend resets or market resets, if you will, on your pairs. Hunter's going to show you some live examples here in just a second. But before we do, like I said, if you want more information, check the links below. We have tons of information in the description below. Our channel, like I said, is set up explicitly for you if you're looking for more information on how to trade market maker method. We've really simplified it. Hunter and I have been doing this for now well over 2 years together, and we like to think that we've simplified the market maker method, if you will, through our videos, through our academy, and so on and so forth. So without further ado, Hunter, I apologize I didn't let you say hello, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you dig in now and take it over, brother.
I'm here. What's going on, guys? I know we're late with the video. Me and Joe both have been under the weather, so it's been a little difficult this week. But we're here. We're going to shoot it. Just like Joe said, we had a request, trend resets. So I'm going to show you a few examples on a couple pairs, what a trend reset looks like. Guys, trend resets are not that hard, but I'll show you on my chart. Most of the time, you know, trend resets, they're either going to get you, or I'll say this, trend resets and peak formation highs and lows, trying to pinpoint those where most of the losses happen. Okay. The reason why is because everybody thinks that, especially at a peak formation high, everybody thinks that it's done. It's the holy grail. It's going to drop so many pips and they're going to make tons of money. It just don't work like that. And then it hits your stop loss and you got your mouth dropped. Right. So, I'll show you. I'm gonna share my screen. Here we go. Wow. All right. GJ. Let's go with GJ. Okay. So first thing we want to establish, guys, we've taught you this. Okay. We've taught you how to count ADR. We've taught you how to count ADR with EMAs and things like that. So I might go over a little bit of it extra in here, give you a little bit extra value. But right here, look. You understand that, look, that's a peak formation high, right? Here's a full market maker cycle, a little bit of inverted head shoulders, multi-day M, and then we start to drop, right? ADR on GJ, I think it's like 80 pips a day. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. 78.
Okay, so we'll just do 80 pips. There's 215, 15 shy. Pretty much. So there was a full cycle, good cycle, and now we start to come down. Okay, now this is how I'm going to show you. We've showed you this in the past, so check this out. If your pair moves 80 pips in one day, okay, and you know that a market maker cycle is a 3 times ADR, or it moves, and it can move 4 to 5 days, right, and still get an ADR that way. It can move more days and still have that 3 times ADR, right? So I'm gonna show you, because it dropped 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Okay, but I'm going to show you that right here. This is what you can do. You could do this on your chart too, guys, okay, while you're trading, because it's going to help you. And then when you get to these levels, see how your price reacts, okay? There's 81, that's fine.
Guys, while he's dragging that out, I just want to tell you a little trick if you're new to MT4. When you see how all the dots are surrounding his rectangles he's drawing there, when you have that, if you hold down the control button and drag one of those dots, it will actually clone the rectangle. That's how he did that without having to redraw it all 3 times. So pretty cool trick. Or command on if you're a Mac user. So
yeah, cool deal. So look, guys, peak formation high. Let me put that. Sorry about that. All right. Boom. We've established that, right? And then we have a movement down. We've showed you, guys, we have showed you when we get a peak formation high and we get an inducement down, you know what our next set is, okay? We like to see in a market maker cycle down, we like to see a stop hunt to the high, give us a type 1, type 2, type 3, include depending on what it's doing. After Asian happens, and then we take our set and continue the cycle, right? If you want to know that, we have other videos that we'll link down in the description, and it'll teach you all about the type 1, type 2, and type 3, okay? And where to identify those, okay? Because guys, all this market is all about the pattern, the timing, and the cycle, okay? Once you identify those 3 things, you're golden, okay? Now, we got here a 3 times ADR, okay? I'm gonna put a line here. You can see how it reacted to this area. It went past a little bit, okay? Now, in our minds, that the ADR is done, it went a little past. Now we're setting up a multi-day W pattern, and we're gonna continue this way, right? We got a big inducement, right? What's our anticipation, right? Our anticipation the next day is to get a stop hunt to the low and then continue, correct? It didn't do that. It didn't do that, right? It set up a multi-day in pattern, okay? And it dropped, okay? Now, that right there, my friend, is a trend reset, okay? Now, you're probably wanting to ask a question. Well, Hunter, do I continue the count, or do I restart? You restart your count from that trend reset, okay? So this is a trend reset here, okay? Now, what makes this a trend reset? Guys, this low is no longer valid. It got breached. It got broken. Okay? So now our anticipation is to continue, correct? Right? So let's do this. Let's just do what we just did. If you, just like Joe said, if you double click on your box, I hope I can get it. There we go. You drag it. Oh wow. You see the numbers beside it. You can do your pip count with it if you're not new to MT4. So boom, control, click, clone, hit it, control, click. Now look. Now, typically, guys, I know Joe was about to say it anyway. So, typically, guys, the trend resets, they'll do about 70-80% of the ADR, and then they'll reverse. Okay, they don't typically go a full times ADR. Now, sometimes do they? Absolutely. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Okay, most of the time they don't. But you can see it got pretty close. It set up a multi-day W pattern and she reversed. Okay. Now, this was a pretty easy example. Now, you're probably asking me, well, you know, it's a lot more difficult to read this when you have nothing to the right of it, right? It's easy to do this because the candles are already played out and you can actually visually see the trend reset here, right? Trying to play this out to figure out if this is a trend reset, because you've got an ADR run that's done, you've got a full cycle, you got a 4-day drop, and you're thinking this thing is going to continue. Okay, it's difficult, right? But this is where all of your experience, your analysis, your discipline, your trading plan, everything comes into play, because that's what's going to help you stay out of trades that are not what you're looking for. Okay, because as you can see, guys, I want to say this. Okay, if you were in this area and your reaction was to continue this thing, right? Your prediction. Okay, but if inside your trading plan, if you had it inside your trading plan, you're only trading one session, you're trading, you know, your 3 types of patterns, you would have never even thought about getting this trade, right? To continue, right? Is because, for one, during London, it broke the low. Okay. 2, it set up here, consolidated because it had a massive drop, probably ADR'd out for that day, and then it consolidated, pretty much. Okay, a little bit more drop, but got into Asian, and then she formed her multi-day W pattern. Okay, so you got to be aware of that stuff. You can't just take trades based on your emotions. You've got to do your due diligence. You have to do your analysis. You have to look. You have to come at this market focused, like it's your job. If you want to be good at Forex, you got to come at this thing 100 every day. Okay. Now, you can see here, GJ rose another good bit right here. Okay. You can see that there was another big cycle here. Okay. But I'll show you another example on USD CAD. Look at here, good straightaway drop. What do we have established here? Okay, a peak formation high. Guys, we say it in almost every one of our videos. Trade away from the peak formations. You do that, you'll be successful. Am I lying, Joe?
If you're lying, I'm dying.
Check it out. So I think 96 pips, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
That's close enough. Okay, so look, check this out. One of these boxes. So you can see that the 3 times ADR went here. Okay, which is fine. Sometimes, guys, it'll go a little further. The reason why they do it is because they haven't got enough here yet, guys. There's still people trying to buy and trying to thinking the market's gonna reverse here, because it's had a massive drop, and they're tricking people every time they do that. They're just taking their money. Okay. Now, after this sets up, we know that this is established. We can see that we're starting to have equal lows here, multi-day W pattern. Okay, we start to rise. Okay, we start to rise. Now, exactly the same thing, guys. Even these highs were broken right here. Okay. Now, we had a big rise. In our minds, our next move was a stop hunt to the low, probably to retest this order block here, and then set up our, whatever type pattern we had. If it was a type 3, type 2, or type 1, and then continue the market to the upside. But it didn't happen that way. What happened is we had a fallout in Asian, and then we had a rise to go back up to. This is what's powerful about the patterns, guys. If it didn't give me my set in the session that I trade, I'm not taking the set. Now, think about what I just said. If it didn't give me my set in the session I trade, I'm not taking the trade. Remember what I said: pattern, timing, cycle. 3 big key components. Okay. Now you can see that it came down, came back up, and hit the same high, Asian high, and rejected off and said see ya. Okay. Now, again, you're gonna recount. Okay, you're gonna recount your ADR. Okay. Now remember, they go what? 70 to 80% of the ADR to resets. Trying to get as close as I can.
Make them time
All right. Here's the low. Okay. Boom. Went 2 times and some. Okay. And then look what happened. Multi-day W pattern, and now she starts to reverse. Okay. And then look, guys. Now, this is the reason why I say pattern, timing, cycle. Look at the rise. Okay. If it doesn't matter, guys, you're not going to trade every day. You're not going to trade every day. Okay. Your set's not going to be there every day. Okay. When it comes here. And the reason why I say that is because you have to be disciplined in this market. Okay. When you expose yourself every day, you're leaving yourself for room for error. Okay. You want to be professional. Okay. So when this rose here, what's our next move? Our pullback. Okay. Now I'll go down the 15-minute time frame and I'll show you a trade that we took today. Okay. Now, and I'll walk you through the trade. Okay. Okay. Now we call this. Now, was there other trades, other days? Yeah. But it didn't give me. It wasn't giving me my confirmations that I needed in these days. Okay. But I knew what type of cycle I was in. Okay. Today. This is Friday. I knew what type of cycle I was in. I knew what they were doing on this day. Okay. So what happened here is we stop on it to the low. Okay, which I want because we have a peak formation low set, correct? Okay, and look what we have here. Move this box. I'm gonna fake people out. Okay, go short, pull back, get some more people in here, maybe to go long too as well. Okay, take their stop losses out where they had it at the low, right here. Okay. I'm gonna get the breakout traders right here, okay? And then look, guys, this is what we look for. Boom, divergence across the board, shark out of the water, back in the water, out of the band, in the band, across the close above the 13, RSI lines crosses the market baseline, enter the trade. Joe and I and our students took this trade today and we reaped the benefits on a Friday. You know the reason why? It's because we knew the pattern, we know the timing, and when we know where we are in the cycle. Okay? That's extra for you today.
some extra nuggets, extra sauce, baby.
Okay, but back to the trimmers. As you guys can see, what is this? 3 times ADR. We set up multi-day W. We have a rise. Our anticipation was to continue multi-day M trend reset. Okay, I can't get any simpler than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, trend resets are really easy, guys, but they're difficult to pinpoint, if that makes sense. Okay, they're difficult to pinpoint, but if you got those 3 things down, guys, even if you're trading with the trend, with the cycle, and your accuracy is 85, 90%, even 75%, or even 70%, who cares if you lose on a trend reset? Who cares, right? It's not, no harm, no foul. Okay, but we did get, somebody asked us, do a trend reset, but this is how you figure out where they're at, and how to figure out how to avoid them when you're actually inside that day of trading. Okay, look what the price action is doing. Look what the price is doing at that area. Okay, because typically like with GJ, you can see here with this trend reset, price really never got above the 200. Okay, so there was no real, yep, we're going this way, right? It did on USD CAD, but that same day she came right back in there, fast, within a candle. Okay, so you guys catch my drift. Joe, did I miss anything, dude?
No, just remember, guys, too, peak formations and trend resets usually form multi-day M's and W patterns.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's the only thing that want to make sure that you guys see. So identifying multi-day M or W patterns will help you identify both peak formations and the trend resets. And the trend resets are easy. Once you figure out what they are, just identify, guys. It's real simple. If you use the previous day high and low, that's the green dash line that you see on your screen right there. You can see if it breaks it, retests it, and goes, then you know you got a new trend. But if it doesn't break it and retest it on the retest, if it doesn't go back up, then it's not a new trend. And vice versa for going down, right? If it breaks the lower going down. So just something for you guys to pay attention to. That's why we have them on the screen, the green dash lines there. It helps us out a ton. We do have a video on how to trade the daily highs and lows. And they work really well, showing us what the patterns are going to do for the day. And again, like Hunter said, don't overtrade, guys. You don't have to take a trade every day. All right. If you have 5 to 10 pairs that you trade on a regular basis, you're going to have plenty of trades throughout the week. You don't need to force a trade that isn't there. So just stay disciplined, stay consistent. Again, follow pattern, timing, cycle, like Hunter said, and you're going to do great in this market. But with that, that was pretty darn good, Hunter. Those were definitely some good trades this week. Guys, we're going to have links for some of the videos that we talked about. It'll be in the description below, and we'll have some suggested videos at the end that you can click on and go directly to that are on our YouTube channel as well. But for those of you that are really hey, look, I'm ready to take my trading to a whole new level, then we would recommend that you take a look at our academy, joining our academy. It's pennies on the dollar for the actual value you get. With our academy, you get access to all of our training videos. We do 2 weekly live trainings, one on Monday night, one on Friday night, which is a market review on Friday. And then we do daily live trading sessions. And it's all for less than $300. I tell you this right now, I used to pay $600 a month to trade with a mentor just to have 4 hours a month with him of live trading. We do between 2 to 4 hours a day. Usually on average, right around 2.5, 3 hours. But we do that on a daily basis for our Academy members at no extra charge. So you can come in and ask your questions. You can bring us your chart markups right then and there. Hunter and I will look at them. give you recommendations. If you're looking at getting in a trade, we can give you some feedback on whether or not it's a good setup or not. All that good stuff, all that support that you need is in our academy. So I would highly recommend, if you're ready to take yourself on, take your trading to a whole new level, check out the link below. You'll go to our main page. There's 3 options how you can work with us. One is the academy, one is a VIP program, which we don't have a new date set yet. Excuse me. And the third one, if you want more one-on-one, more intimate sessions, then we have 6 one-on-one sessions you can purchase and just have Hunter and myself all to yourself for basically 6 90-minute sessions where we'll walk you through, answer all your questions, and help you get your trading goals set up, your trading plan, and help you create a plan that is commensurate of the goals that you desire in your trading. So without any further ado, Hunter, go ahead and take us home, brother.
Hey guys, you heard it, man. Trading can be simple, easy, but if you want to get, where you want to be fast, every person would say, even big successful people will say, get around somebody that's already experienced it and they have the results that you want, right? So we're not saying come join Pippin and Dippin. We are saying that, come join us. But yeah, man, you need a mentor in your life. If you're struggling, if you're having problems, you're battling with your mind, we can help you with all that. So with that, guys, keep pipping and dipping, and we'll see you soon.
All right, guys, see you at the next video. Until then, take care.